Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So in last video, we have studied about the solar radiations and different types of solar radiations such as direct solar radiation, diffuse solar radiation, reflected solar radiation, infrared, visible and ultraviolet radiations. And again we have seen three types of ultraviolet radiations. And at last, we have listed the instrument used to measure the solar radiations. So in this video, we will study all that instruments which is used to measure the solar radiation with its construction and working. So let's begin. So there are three major instruments used to measure the solar radiation which are widely used. First is pyranometer, second is pyrheliometer, and third is sunshine recorder. So let's see it in detail. So our first instrument is pyranometer. Pyranometer is an instrument used to measure the amount of solar radiations, that is power, which power this solar energy or solar power the sun produces in a specific location. The statement states that pyranometer is a device that can be used to measure solar radiations. So this instrument measures both the solar radiations, that is beam radiation or also known as direct radiation, and diffuse radiation. So here is the figure of pyranometer. This device looks like UFO saucer, which is the best shape suited for its purpose. This device is more popular than the other, and most of the solar resources data nowadays measured using it. Let's see its construction features and the working. Pyranometer construction and working. Here is the construction diagram of the pyranometer. In figure, first point is outer glass dome. Second point is inner glass dome. So glass dome is used here to protect the thermopile sensors from rain, wind or any climatical conditions. Third element is sensing element. Sensing element is a black carbon disc absorb a broad range of wavelength of solar radiations and act as a sensor. Fourth element is compensating element. It is also known as control disk, act as a comparison element or compensating element. Any source of temperature rise other than solar heat will warm both disks equally. So we can reasonably confident that the difference between two disks and the temperature rise we are measuring is caused only by sun and not any other purpose. Fifth instrument is thermopile. As the name implies, it uses a thermocouple used to notice dissimilarity in temperature or temperature difference between two surfaces. These are accordingly hot and cold. Sixth element is outer lid, that is output we have to measure. Seventh is desiccator. This is a replaceable silica gel cartridge absorb moisture to prevent dew forming inside on cold night. And it is adjustable screw to adjust the instrument. So let's see the working of pyranometer. The pyranometer is kept to this exposed to sun and it starts receiving the radiation. Outer and the inner glass dome absorb the radiation and direct it to the sensing and compensating elements. Due to absorption of radiation, the surface temperature of the element starts increasing. The increasing temperature of absorbed surface is detected by the thermopile mounted in between both the elements, that is sensing element and compensating element. The thermopile generates an thermoelectromagnetic field, that is EMF, which is proportional to radiation absorbed, which means the amount of radiation is equal to amount of EMF generated. This thermo-EMF is calibrated in terms of received radiation. This will measure the global radiation through the outer lead and it will give the output. So this instrument measures both the radiations, that is direct radiation and diffuse radiation. If the condition occurs and we have to only measure the diffuse radiation, so the direct radiation is blocked by the shield. Here there is a shield attached over the outer and inner glass dome. So only diffuse radiation will be incident on the surface through the shield. Hence, the thermo-EMF generated by the thermopile will be proportional to diffuse radiation. Types of pyranometer. Thermopile pyranometer. We have seen the construction and working of thermopile pyranometer. This instrument is widely used. Second is silicon photocell pyranometer. This instrument are typically several times less expensive than the thermopile pyranometer. For environmental researchers, the accuracy of silicon photocell pyranometer is often sufficient for their requirement. This pyranometer perform their best when they are used to measure global solar radiation under the same clean sky conditions used to calibrate them. They should not use within vegetation or greenhouse effect or to measure the reflected radiation. So, comparing to both the pyranometer, thermopile pyranometer is widely used in the industries. Applications of pyranometer. The solar intensity data can be measured. Climatological and meteorological studies are researched. Photovoltaic system design. Locations of greenhouse can be established. And expecting the requirements of insulation for building structure. Our next instrument is pi heliometer. Here is a figure of pi heliometer. The pi heliometer is one type of instrument used to measure the direct beam or of solar radiation at regular occurrence. This means it only measures the direct radiation. And our last instrument, pyranometer, is used to measure both the radiations, that is direct as well as diffuse. But the pi heliometer only measures direct beam radiation. This instrument is used with tracking mechanism to follow the sun continuously. These instruments are specially used for weather monitoring and climatological research purpose. Its outer structure looks like long tube projecting image of telescope. The climatological research to monitor weather conditions and recently for solar energy researches, the pi heliometer is used. Let's see the construction and working of pyranometer. Here is the constructional feature of pi heliometer, which consists of sight, which allows the instrument to be pointed to the sun with a solar tracker. Second is body, which defines the field of view. Third is protection cap, which protects the sensors. Fourth is window, which consists of sensors with black absorber. Fifth is humidity indicator, which detects the moisture content. And sixth is a cable to the output lead. Let's see the working of pi heliometer. Here, from the window, the sunlight enters the instrument. This is directed onto the thermopile inside the body, which convert heat into electromagnetic field and into electric signal. The signal voltage is converted to measure the watts per square meter through a cable output lead. It is used with a solar tracking system to keep instrument on the sun. Pi heliometer applications. Uses in scientific meteorological research centers. Used for observation of climates. Used in testing research of material. Estimation of solar collection efficiencies. And also used in photovoltaic devices. Difference between pyranometer and pi heliometer. Here is the figure of pyranometer and pi heliometer. The only difference between both the instruments are pyranometer measures direct as well as diffuse radiations of the sun, and pi heliometer measure only direct radiation of the sun, because there is no chances to measure the diffuse radiation. Also, we can measure only direct radiation or only diffuse radiation in pyranometer also. The next instrument is sunshine recorder. A sunshine recorder is a device that measures how much sunlight a certain region or area is receiving at any given time. There are couples of different types of sunshine recorders, often with slightly different specifications. But the ways in which they work can be different too, but the end result is usually about the same, that is, to get the accurate and dependable solar input readings. It is used to collect readings in same place over a long period of time, such that average can be tabulated and comparison made from month to month, year to year, and decade to decade. Most of these sort of devices are more or less accurate. The main idea behind the sunshine recorder is to quantify solar energy as it strikes the earth and measure both its strength as well as volume. Here is complete construction of the sunshine recorder. Mostly sunshine recorder is of Campbell-Stokes recorder. This is one type of sunshine recorder. It consists of a glass dome or a glass sphere and a card marked with hourly interval, or also known as paper strip. And this is the base to mount a sphere and a card. So, coming to its working, this sphere glass directs the sunlight onto the card or the paper strip that is treated with a spherical chemicals. Due to heating of card or paper strip, a burn marks on the card of the hours of the sunshine is produced. This marking, called as a trace, is measured and converted into a duration of time. The card is typically changed once a day. It is relatively accurate and provides a total duration of sunshine to nearest tenth of an hour each day of the year. The sun changes the elevation several times throughout the year, and in most cases there are also three different cards that can be used. The cards are associated with the different season and are created to fit with the elevation of the sun.